Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are building the best team possible in my team. Period. Best team that you can build right now in my team, regardless of price, regardless of how you get any card, just the best team that I think is possible to build based on the cards that are currently available in the game. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 20,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, trying to hit 20K by the end of the month of February, which is going to require about 60 subscribers a day. So would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Starting off with the point guard position, the best point guard in the game, in my opinion, is kind of a no-brainer. I think Oscar is the best. There are a lot of good point guards, but I do believe Oscar is kind of the most complete of the group. Has a great release, very complete all-around badges, even as a base card, not to mention every badge is upgradable, so you can add the few things he doesn't have, or upgrade things to Hall of Fame if you would like as well. Very complete stats with great speed, shooting, super solid slashing. Defensively, he's also great. He may not be the best slashing card in the game, but Hoff Bulldozer, Posterizer, a bunch of good finishing badges, still is great. His release is super solid, very smooth. Hoff Limitless is very nice. It's a nice quick release. Normal fade as well. Moves pretty darn solidly. Overall, he's a card I like. I think he moves very well. I think he does a lot of things well. I think he can handle the ball offensively. I think he's a good primary defender. I think he's a good secondary defender. He plays bigger than 6'5". Height is the least important it's ever been in my team, to be completely honest. Big O, really good card at the starting point guard position. Starting two is going to be Kobe, Bean, Bryant, of course. In my opinion, you could still probably make the argument that Kobe is the best card in the game. Is he still the best card in the game? And in my mind, I would probably lean yes, to be completely honest. I just think there's nobody in this game who is as complete as a shot creator, defensive card, slasher. I'm not even talking stats and badges. I'm just talking about animations, release, everything. Like, everything about this Kobe card makes him, in my opinion, one of the very best cards in the game still, if not the best. 95 speed, 96 3 ball, 97 driving dunk, elite versatile defender. And yes, I understand he doesn't have a movable enforcer, but I would definitely add brick wall to him, upgrade whatever else defense you can add. Finishing wise, he's great. Shooting wise, he's one of the best shooters in the game with incredibly complete shooting badges, not to mention one of the best releases in the game. Kobe's jumper is just so cash this year, not to mention he's got one of the best uppers in the game. Overall, he's a beast. He's got a great fade. He moves quite well. His escape is nice. Behind the back is really good. You can just do a lot of effective stuff with Kobe Bryant in terms of his movement and his release and how elite he is on both ends of the court. The best shooting guard in the game still to this day. Michael Beasley, I'm sorry, is going to be the starting three for this team. Yes, Beasley is expensive. Only way to get this card guaranteed is 125k VC, which is about 30 real life dollars. But he's 6'9", 7-foot wingspan. Amazing release and some of the best all-around stats and badges of any small forward in the game. I understand defensively he's not unbelievable, but you can upgrade every badge, so outside of movable enforcer, he's going to have everything. You can upgrade a bunch of things to Hoff if you'd like anchor, challenger, clamps, fast feed, off-ball pest, whatever defensive badge you'd like to upgrade to Hoff. I think adding a couple of those would be nice. At the same time, his release is the best part about the card. Slashing-wise, he's also exceptional. I mean, he is legitimately one of the best cards in the game, and his animations are unbelievable, specifically the release. Terrence Mann's base, Kobe upper, which again, like I said, I really like the Kobe upper, is amazing. Normal fade is going to work. His SIGs, I will admit, are not exemplary or anything. He's far from the best shot creator in the game, but he doesn't really need to be the best shot creator in the game. He's not really a primary ball handler, but he's an elite slasher. He's a very capable secondary ball handler, and he's maybe the best catch and shoot player in the game right now, at least near the very top. Beasley's an amazing card. He is the starting power small forward here. Tyson Chandler is still who I'm leaning towards at power forward. I'm going to be honest. I have considered like 3 other guys at power forward as well. But Tyson Chandler is the one I'm going with specifically because he is elite defensively. He's huge at 7 foot with a 7'3" wingspan and a massive player build, and he's super fast. So he's a gigantic defensive wing, or defensive big, I should say, who is super athletic and super great finisher, super fast. Yes, he's missing shooting and playmaking badges. He's not missing any finishing and defense, and really that's what matters to me. You could upgrade whatever shooting playmaking badges you'd like. If you want to put catch and shoot, if you want to put a limitless range on him, you want to put playmaking badges like bailout, brick, starter speed booster, whatever else, feel free. But 76 3 ball with a shoe, with a coach boost, maybe that's mid-80s. Add a couple shooting badges, and yes, his release is super nice as well. And you got yourself a very solid shooter who's got a really nice release. He can actually put the ball on the floor a little bit. Kobe escape is nice. Dunking wise, he's elite, and he's one of the best defensive cards in the game. I love this card at the power forward position. Yes, he doesn't quite give me the floor spacing of a couple of the other options that I could have used, but for me, I will counteract that with the defense, with the versatility that I get out of this Tyson Chandler card. And then at the 5, Kristaps Porzingis is, in my opinion, still the best center in the game. There are a couple of other amazing centers, but Kristaps at 7'3" with a 7'6" wingspan, hot spots from pretty much everywhere. 18 Hall of Fame badges, including a bunch of great finishing ones. Defensively, he's actually very solid as well. I understand the stats aren't unbelievable, but he's got decent defensive badges. He can get every single badge as well, which is huge. Allows you to make him more complete. And 80 speed at 7'3", pretty darn good. 95 3 balls, obviously great. He's one of the best shooting bigs in the game. His shooting ability is elite, but then he's a 7'3" dude who's actually very solid defensively. Actually has a good strength rating this year, 88 strength as well, which is nice. That's something that guys like Wemby and Chet simply don't have. KP, amazing card. I do believe he's the best center in the game. This starting lineup was not all that hard to figure out for me. I feel like the power forward position is the only position that was really close and that I struggled with. Now, off the bench is much harder. You have about 6 point guards at least that you could argue here. I'd go guys like Devin Booker are arguable, Amen Thompson, Dante DiVincenzo, etc., etc. A bunch of good point guards, even some free cards. I'm going to be honest, as much as this kind of surprises me, I think my favorite backup point guard right now would actually be Amen Thompson. I love this Amen Thompson card for whatever reason. I think his slashing ability is absolutely amazing. And yes, his release is a little bit baited. I understand. He's 98 speed though, 95 driving dunk, defensively very good as well. A 6'7" versatile defensive point guard who has anchor, post, lockdown, rebound chaser, all that type of stuff. In addition to all the perimeter badges, he actually blocks shots pretty well as well with an 80 block, 6'7" again. He's got chase down artists. Like, he's a legit shot blocking guard. Playmaking wise, his sigs aren't insane, but he does move pretty well. Has a very nice push cross. Between the legs burst is pretty darn good. Release, I don't love it, but it's not super slow, which is nice. So at least it's not baited. It's just a little hitchy, and he doesn't have great ratings or great badges. That is by far his biggest weakness. At the same time, I think the defense, the size, the speed, the slashing, for me personally, the way that I like to play is enough for him to justify a spot on my court. I understand if you personally don't love this card, I still really like him. I think at the 3, he's a great card. At the back, or so at the backup 1, I should say. Backup 2 is going to be Scotty Pippen. I love this Scotty Pippen card. He was my starting 3 until a couple days ago, and for good reason. I mean, he's an incredible card. 6'8", 7-foot wingspan, hot spots from literally everywhere. Half post rather, precision dunk, catch, corner, blow by, speed booster, and a ton of defense, including having Golden Movable Enforcer, which is a very important badge because that's not upgradable. So at least he's got it. That's nice. Needs brick wall. I'd add that. A couple other badges like Agent 3, maybe open looks, maybe rise up would be nice as well. But 95 speed, 92 3 ball, great slash. One of the best defensive cards in the game, not to mention having one of the better releases in the game, a good dribble style that you can actually burst off of, a nice between the legs that's easy to burst off of, one of the best fades, if not the best fade in the game with Pro 2 fade as well. There is a ton to like about Scotty animation wise, and that's the thing that I think people honestly overlook with the Scotty Pippen this card this year, is how good his animations really are. He is an absolutely elite all-around option at the shooting guard or small forward position on offense and on defense, and I think his completeness is phenomenal. He's a guy you can kind of run offense through too, and that's the thing that I think is so valuable. Okay, backup 3. I'm going Adam Morrison backup 3 for his shot creation ability that honestly is pretty much unmatched at the 3 right now. He's 6'8", 7-foot wingspan, another card who can get every single badge upgraded, and speed booster is an absolutely crucial badge that he doesn't have. Not to mention I'd probably add brick wall, pick dodger, and upgrade some other stuff if I could as well. But 90 speed, 95 3 ball, 85 driving dunk, defensively very, very solid. I understand his stats and badges are not quite as elite as a couple of the other cards we've looked at so far, but animation wise, he's got Jamal Murray's behind the back, the best in the game. John Wall's drag back, also incredible. Overall movement is very solid. Kobe escape is nice. His release is okay. It's a little baited, honestly, because of the Jerry West upper. I don't know if baited is the right word, but it's not as quick as it should have been, and that does also hurt the fade. That Jerry West upper is just garbage, and it is the biggest weakness of this card. If he had an elite upper, he would be probably the best small forward in the game to this day, but unfortunately, without an elite upper, he's not. That's okay. He's still, in my opinion, the second best option for this team, and I think he's a great backup small forward. Backup power forward is going to be Yi Yalen, Ty's favorite, and John Leon is just really, really good at the power forward position. He's just a 7-footer who can defend very well. 85 speed isn't insane, but it's not bad. 94 3 ball, half limitless, super smooth release, good finisher as well, really good finisher. They gave him great finishing battles. And then defensively, he's also impactful. He's got the anchor, interceptor, post, lockdown, box out base, rebound chaser, post, all that type of stuff. Every badge upgradable, already comes very complete defensively, even with the gold badges. And yes, you could add some perimeter badges if you'd want. Offensively, things like bailout, handles for day, speed booster, agent 3 would be nice. Defensively, fast feet, glove, pick dodger would not hurt either. Sure. At the same time, he's already very complete. He already has a really nice release. He's already a 7-foot power forward who stretches the floor at a very high level on one end of the court while also being very athletic and a super versatile interior defender. Really, really good card. I think you could make the argument that he is the best power forward option in the game right now. But for me personally, I think I like the way this fits a little bit more, even with Chandler having a little bit less range. And then we got the backup center spot. And I'm going to surprise some people, but I'm going with Wang here, not Wembanyama. That might shock people. Is Wemby a better overall card than Wang? You could make the argument. Most people would probably make the argument that the answer is yes. They're the same speed. Wang is shorter, but Wang has 90 strength, not 68 or not 70, whatever Wemby has. That's a difference maker. 93 3-ball, half limitless, and amazing release as well. That's a difference maker. Wemby doesn't have that. The ability to get every badge. That's a difference maker. Wemby doesn't have that. Wemby is 7'4". He is still super complete. He has honestly very good defense in addition to being a great offensive card. He still shoots the ball well. His release is solid. He dunks the ball really, really well. He's a huge mismatch size-wise to this day, and that does wind up being super impactful on both offense and defense at times. But at the same time, the spacing that this card gives you literally is the best shooting big in the game, not to mention being able to get every badge upgraded as well. Gives you the opportunity for one of the most complete stat and badge-wise centers in the game who has the best release of any center in my team and incredible range. I just think you're looking at a guy who can transform your spacing on the offensive end of the court at the center spot, and that is enough for me to put him on the team over Wemby. And I think if there was a 250K tournament today and I was playing in it, this is the team that I'd be going out there with if I had the choice. So with that being said, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.